There are remarkable days in cricket, and there are days like today which just transcend the normal. It started off with, if you're a Pakistan fan, you didn't believe you had any chance. You were watching Netherlands versus South Africa, but then this was not Ajax playing Bafana. I know one club, another country, but just that kind of contest. Netherlands don't beat South Africa, but I can imagine as the day wore along and the improbable seemed to have just start knocking on your door, oh, it must have been some day to be a Pakistan and Bangladesh fan. How often were the two cheering the same side? But I think it was pretty apparent the moment the Netherlands upset South Africa the way they did, that it was going to be Pakistan's game. Their head-to-head record against Bangladesh is very, very good. They had a bit of luck going their way early on, but as far as I was concerned, that result was never in doubt. But you have to feel for the Dutch. I was on a flight with them on the way to Perth, and people like Van Beek, Van Meekeren, Fred Klaassen, Max O'Dowd, we're sitting and chatting for a while, and just to see the enthusiasm for them, to be able to get such a big stage to play on, then you realize why the celebration means what it does. And they've made such a strong statement, have the Dutch. It was fantastic. But how did it come about? The crucial turning point, Roelof van der Merwe. Who does Roelof play for before he plays for the Netherlands, South Africa? To me, that was a catch of the tournament. I mean, there have been some great ones, but that was just fantastic. And suddenly the tournament opens up. Pakistan are now through. It took a little bit of the fizz away from India versus Zimbabwe. But if you thought, it is just another routine game, you had to be here at the ground to watch Suryakumar Yadav play. Every time he comes out to bat, you're just sitting there saying, what is he going to do next? We've talked about AB de Villiers at great length, and some might say, oh, sacrilege, that was the great AB. You see Surya bat today, and the range of shots that he had just tells you that there isn't a part of the ground that he's not hitting in. Now today, for example, look, Kohli scored at run a ball. KL Rahul has taken his time to get going, and this man just comes in and says, right, okay, where do you want me? Do you want me to hit it there? Okay, here's one over cover. You want me to hit it there? Okay, here's one there. To cut his leg side shots, the bowler started going further and further outside off. He still kept hitting it there. And he started with mid-wicket, he went to square leg, he went to long leg, and he literally fell down to play one over fine leg. There isn't a part of the ground that he cannot score. And to watch Suryakumar Yadav today is to see a very talented cricketer at the very height of his powers. How long will he continue to play like this? Nobody knows, but till such time as he is, just savor every innings that you can see. What else was good for India? When the ball swings, then India's new ball attack is potent. Now in Adelaide, the ball tends to swing a lot less than anywhere else. But this batch of balls, I'm told, swinging a little bit more. So if Bhuvi and Arshdeep can get the ball to swing a little bit more, then I think Adelaide can become an even spicier contest from India's point of view. I loved the way Ashwin settled down after those first couple of overs. Varied his speed, started bowling a lot fuller, 3 for 22, he'll feel a lot better. There's just a couple of areas I think India still need to worry about. I think India would have loved a big innings from Rohit Sharma at some point, simply because when Rohit is batting, the mood in the opposition camp is different. Because he plays those shots there so well, Adelaide shot square boundaries, I think England might have worried a little bit. So that is one area. The second spinner, I think, little uncertain. You feel for Akshar Patel because there's absolutely nothing on these pitches for him. But other than that, I think India are looking pretty good. And what can you say about the Indian fan? Somebody told me yesterday that this was a sellout crowd. And I said, not for India Zimbabwe at the MCG. I've just come from watching Australia play a key game at the Adelaide Oval, where there were 18,000, half of whom were Indian fans who'd gone there to watch. And then the crowd started to come in. And you're thinking 82,000 to watch India versus Zimbabwe? The atmosphere here, I was doing the pre-show outside. It was loud, it was beautiful. They were coming to have a party. What is this world game without the India fans? So it might seem that India versus Zimbabwe didn't have much to offer, but it was an absolute joy to be here to see that happen. People coming with their banners, excited, was wonderful. But what a day at this T20 World Cup. This tournament just gives and gives and gives.